Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database. I'm Nick Martucci. I'm your host tonight. This is the silly movie trivia game show based on IMDb's Parental Guide, where my contestants tonight are going to try to figure out what movie I'm talking about based on what inappropriate little warnings weirdos online want to let you know. What kind of objectionable content is in movies. It's going to make sense once it gets going. If this is your first time watching, hello, thank you for watching. There's like 11 more episodes. You should watch those after you watch this. But watch this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this group of folks tonight. Let's bring them in. Tonight, joining me on the show, we have Jenny Isme, Laura Clark, Marty Viscosi, and R.A. Bartlett. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Now, this is exciting for me because two people on the show are people who started out watching the show and then asked to be on the show. I'm not going to say fan because I'm not going to put that on other people, but that's so exciting to me.
Yeah, you can say fan for me. I will take the fan mantle. Fans are cool now, right? It's cool to like things again. The Phantom.
So before I start that, look, if you're watching this and you've watched this before, this is your first time watching it and this looks fun to you, reach out to me. I'll put you on the show. It's a good time. It's a good way to spend a night. This also is fun because we have one of the best players at this game, and we have LC. All right, I think you've won 3 or 4 games at this point. And Elsie, I don't think you've ended in the positives in any game.
I haven't even ended at 0, Nick. And I'm hoping to keep my hot streak going. So
nobody warned me that this
movies I've never heard of.
I'm just here to have a good time.
Well, nobody warned me that this was like the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions. We've got the best of the best on stage.
Well,
and RA, thank you. It's an honor.
Well, I am excited to see how this all works out. So unless there's any questions or anything anybody wants to say beforehand, I think we're going to jump right into this. Jenny, I'm going to start with you. Would you like to list a movie from 1960, 1987, or 2004?
Oh, 2004, very much, please.
All right. This movie from 2004. Under the category of profanity for 5 points, 37 uses of fuck, 1 use of cunt, 7 uses of shit, 7 uses of prick, 2 uses of ass, 3 uses of twat, and 2 uses of wanker. Elsie already has their hand up. What do you think?
Dawn of the Dead?
You're going to be so pissed off. You got your first 5-point clue.
Fuck! Damn it! What was I thinking?
That is 5 points to you. The first one of those in a while.
In a while?
In the game as a whole. It's been a few episodes since anybody got it on the first clue.
But it was the first question.
That record-breaking loss is in sight. Yes.
I got a lot of work to do. All right.
Amazing work. See, it's that simple. This is why you should play the game. I guess before I move on, just to give you a little idea of what else is in store, also in Shaun of the Dead, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, many scenes take place in a pub. Under frightening and intense scenes, this is a brutal comedy film. The violence and gore is frequent and dark, and its impact is significantly strong despite the overall comedic tone of the film. Under frightening and intense scenes, the theme of zombie and the violence could be considered to be moderately scary to some audiences. The zombies themselves are often covered with blood. And under violence and gore, 3 people beat a zombie with snooker cues. This is done in time to music and is meant for comedic purposes. All right, we are off and rolling. We're gonna speed through this game. It's gonna be a real quick one. Elsie, I'm gonna go to you now. Would you like a movie from 1990, 1997, or 2020?
1997.
Okay, 1997. For 5 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, alcoholic beverages are consumed by patrons at a gala. Jenny has her hand up.
Eyes Wide Shut. I'm sorry, what is Eyes Wide Shut?
It is not Eyes Wide Shut.
They do that, though. I just, dear.
All right, we'll move down to the 4-point clue. Under violence and gore, fistfights and kicking are in almost every scene. A man blows himself up and falls to the ground a good distance away. There is some gunfire. A room full of men are nearly suffocated.
I was gonna guess a movie that it's definitely not after the first clue. I was gonna guess Bridget Jones' Diary.
All right, Elsie, what do you think?
1997. I got this. It is the great Adam Sandler classic, The Wedding Singer.
It is not The Wedding Singer. Oh, I was so excited if you accidentally stumbled into a 4-pointer. All right, we'll move to 3 points. Under sex and nudity, a villain frequently kisses her victims to death. Elsie's hand is back up. Anybody else? RA is up. Jenny's up. Marty, you gonna sit this out? All right, Jenny, I'm gonna go to you first.
I have no idea what it is.
All right, I'm feeling like it is a Batman. Is it? But that's too. Oh, is it a Batman? That's my answer. The classic documentary. Is it a Batman?
Your answer.
Oh, what Batman was that? I'm gonna say Batman.
Just Batman. All right, what do you think it is?
It's Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. Elsie.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's Batman and Robin.
Yeah, it's Batman
From
and
whence
Robin.
came the
You got close.
They were copying me. I loosened it for you. That's what I did.
I didn't know it. If it makes you feel any better.
It's the one with nipples. If I'd said that, would I have gotten it?
No. In fact, well, first, under violence and gore, a villain uses his freeze ray to encase museum security guards in ice. Their fate is unknown. And under frightening and intense scenes, many children have voiced their uncomfortable feelings towards the nipples on the hero's costume. All right, well, that puts Jenny, you're down to -2. Marty, you're staying at 0. RA, you're at 3. Elsie has jumped for a moment. So I'm going to stall for time and hope that their computer boots back up. How's everybody else doing?
I was doing fine until I relived the trauma of Batman and Robin, and now, like, just ice puns rolling through my head, just like a cavalcade.
I think one of my favorite ice puns is when they ran out of ice puns and just started saying the word ice. When he says, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age." Cool.
He's a scientist. He should know better.
I need to go watch this movie now.
But I'm not actually sure if I've seen all of it because my strongest memories of that movie are just McDonald's commercials of the era. Do you remember buying VHS at McDonald's?
Oh, yeah.
I dated myself very, very clearly.
No, I mean, the movie was made for McDonald's.
But I remember you could buy like a VHS and like a cup or something. That was a moment.
I think I had at least one of those cups.
Batman Forever had like the goblets, and they were pretty badass goblets.
They know their way around a goblet.
Happy Meal toys have gone significantly down in quality. As a youth worker, this is my area of expertise. Toys are getting worse.
Right. They used to they used to give you puppies in Happy Meals, just like you would get like a monkey or something, and now it's
just a real monkey just chilling in your McNuggets.
Yep.
Right. He was a butler. It was awesome.
I would pay extra for that though.
Yeah. They'll sell you a Happy Meal as an adult if you really want one. For the record.
Just order on the app and you don't have to worry about talking to somebody.
Oh my God, here's a hack for you though. I didn't know McDonald's did this, but if you order on the app, you can order specifically a box of hot, warm, fresh chocolate chip cookies from McDonald's. My office learned this when we were all very hungover, and that became this weird comfort thing that whenever we were having a bad day, we would just order a big box of hot cookies from McDonald's. They're really good.
It's like my sister's favorite thing. That's what she's getting for her birthday next year. Excellent. Thank you.
It's so rad. It's the best thing they have on the menu, and no one knows about it because it's only through ordering online.
All right, Elsie, I think you're back. Are you back?
I'm back. The next thing I'm going to try, if it happens again, is signing in from my work computer. But then I would like the option to play from both computers as separate players. I think it's only fair.
I mean, any other time I might say yes to that. Right now, you've got a 4-point lead at 7 points. So I don't think it's fair to other players that the best player gets a second chance.
How dare you? How dare you call me that?
Nick really just blue shelled you. Your connection is fine.
Let's jump back into this.
I don't know what that means.
Marty, up to you. Would you like a movie from 2003, 2004, or 2012?
I'm gonna go with 2012. I feel like I saw movies that year. Maybe.
Sorry, it's taking a second to pull it up. All right, 2012. For 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a woman has a flashback from her past that shows glasses of wine.
I've had those flashbacks.
I was gonna say, flashback to last night.
All right, for 4 points under violence and gore, a character crashes a racing cart and spits out a tooth. All right, for 3 points under violence and gore, a cyborg fighter playfully rips out a zombie's heart and then returns it to him without hurt feelings.
No, but it sounds fucking amazing.
Elsie,
Apparently, I just haven't seen anything. Okay.
What do you think it is?
Toy Story 3?
What was that?
Toy Story 3.
It's not Toy Story 3.
Oh. Seems like a zombie and a robot could get along pretty well. All right.
All right, we'll move to the 2-point clue. Under frightening and intense scenes, just like old Disney films from the 1950s, this film has its fair share of darkness and themes of death. Very specifically, like the 1950s Disney movies. Oh, Marty's going to give it a try. What do you think, Marty?
Is it Wreck-It Ralph?
It is Wreck-It Ralph.
thought so with the race cart, and I went back on it. Ah, cool.
All right, that brings you up to 2 points. LC drops to 6, RA at 3, Jenny stays at -2. But you can pull out of that real quick.
Not a fan, just so you know.
No,
like
this is the last time you're going to see an episode.
It's over.
Uh-huh. That's fair.
Your audience is back to 4 people now. There you go.
Never
Ouch.
doubt your hero.
Which
I didn't
video
mean-
game character was
I'm
throwing
competitive.
back the wine?
All right, RA, it's up to you. Would you like a movie from 1980, 1986, or 2010?
I'll go with 2010.
All right. Stay in this millennium. Okay, 2010 for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, the action is intense at times. People die. All right, for 4 points. Under profanity, a man in a van flips the bird at another man while he drives the van backwards. But this is very hard to see because it is dark in the van.
What year was this? Sorry.
This is 2010.
I'm like diagramming this. Okay, a van. Word. The way we're leaving Chicago at 90 miles an hour. Okay.
You're the first one to bring pen and paper into the game, so that's exciting.
I was really prepared though, because like I
Show
watched
your
the
work.
episodes, and the recurring thing is the minute you stop saying the year, I no longer know what year the film is from. So I have to write. That's the only note I'm taking is what year.
Yep.
That's fine. Most people tune out before then. At least you got the year. For 3 points under violence and gore, there's a shootout in a street where a freight train plows through several cars and a group of men fire guns at a taxi and van full of people. The people return fire and escape, and several attackers are bloodlessly shot and killed. RA is going to take a guess. Anybody else? LC's jumping in. All right, LC, I'm going to go to you first.
My guess, I had it, I lost it again. And what was the most recent clue?
Shootout in the street. Freight train plows through several cars. Group of men fire guns at a taxi and a van full of people. Any of this helping?
Kick-Ass, the superhero movie.
RA, what do you think?
I think it's Inception.
Well, it's not Kick-Ass. It is Inception.
That's what it is.
Can Marty get a point for the cat being excellent, though? I feel like there's bonus points in that. I saw a wonderful cameo while I was being trounced.
She's only given me pain and suffering in this life, and I think I should get a point for her too, personally.
I'll tack in some cat points at the end.
Oh, get over here. Get over.
All right, well, that brings RA up to 6, now leading. Laura has dropped to 5, Marty at 2, Jenny at -2. Before I move on, also as in Inception, 2 men fight in a hallway during a very weird sequence in which the room turns. The fight ends when one of the men shoots the other. Not graphic. And under frightening and intense scenes, the concept of dream levels in the movie and the fact that you might not be sure if the characters are dreaming or not might frighten some viewers.
Well,
I mean,
even at that level, I was still getting it wrong.
Yeah.
You've already answered this one, and I'm like, is it Vanilla Sky?
That movie fucked me up the first time I saw it.
Yeah, like I think like if you're gonna like super paranoid and watchdoggy about it, be like, I came out of it wondering if I was in a dream and I need to jump off a building to escape it. That's
Okay, Jenny, I'm going to go back up to you. Would
I'm
you
still.
like a movie?
Are you sure that wasn't Vanilla Sky? We're still describing Vanilla Sky. That's still what happened. Is Inception just Vanilla Sky? I've literally never seen
I think so. I think it is a shot-for-shot remake of Vanilla Sky.
Which
That
is
checks
already
out.
a remake of Obre los Ojos. So it's like a third generation.
Oh, now I see
Uh-huh.
why you're winning everything. Dang. I went to film school, by the way.
This
Fun fact.
a lot of the time, knowing a lot about movies doesn't help.
I
With
didn't
this
then, and I
game.
don't now. I dropped out. This is going to be very. There are some teachers right now who are just smirking. I might come up and says here. So give me some years.
All right. Would you like a movie from 1961, 1985, or 1995?
Oh, those are all sound scrumptious. Ooh, I'm gonna say 95. I was very conscious in 95, like sentient in 95.
All right. 1995. For 5 points under Sex and Nudity, a man and a woman passionately kiss in each other's arms and then lie upon a bed. They are implied to be nude, but are only shown from the shoulders up. Later, the woman becomes pregnant with the man's child.
Sure.
All right. Jenny, what do you think it is?
If I make the 3-pointer, like this is gonna be epic. I don't think I will. But what is 9 months starring Hugh Grant?
That is a great guess. It is not 9 months, though.
Would have been amazing if that had worked.
I think that came out around then.
No, it came out that year. Like,
Really?
Mhm.
I was so close then.
Wow.
right. I wonder if like Nicky sometimes does it on purpose where he chooses like 2 movies with similar premises and then just like tries to trick us. But I think that's
Sometimes I do that. Maybe this is the time.
I mean, I have some other
Hey,
ideas
Bug,
in that.
Leads
In
a
that
revolution.
All right, for 4 points under Violence and Gore, a severed head is pulled out of a box in a close-up briefly.
Lit.
Yes.
I know it still could be 9 months. All right, Jenny, what's your guess now?
Is it 7?
RA, what is your guess?
I think it's 7, which I hope exists in the same cinematic universe as 9 months.
I mean, as far as I know, yes. There's nothing that can prove otherwise. However, this is not 7.
Yeah, you never see that head.
Well, I didn't know
You
that.
never
I
you
didn't
never
see it.
see
I
their
just
head.
am on the internet a lot. I only know the gifts. I don't know the real movies.
What's in the
Again,
box?
yes. Sometimes Nick plays games with this game.
I'm keeping track of how bad I'm doing, so that's all we've got is a year and minus it.
All right, for 3 points under Sex and Nudity, a woman says her lover talked a lot in bed, and that, quote, Englishmen don't know what a tongue is for.
Fight you.
RA is up again. Anybody else want to?
Yeah, I can't do worse.
All right. Jenny, what do you think?
Notting Hill.
RA, what do you think?
Braveheart.
Well, it's not Notting Hill. There's no head in a box in Notting Hill either.
I
I don't
forgot
think
that.
there's a head in the box in any Hugh Grant movie.
I thought Hugh Grant, like I'm just gonna chase it from that.
Also, I find
Bridget
it
Jones' Diary.
unbelievable.
Also, it's in the director's cut, actually.
No, because it can't be Notting Hill because I can't imagine a character downplaying Hugh Grant's abilities at cunnilingus.
He stutters, you know.
Really?
Well, RA, it is
That's a
Braveheart,
family
though.
show.
This movie is Braveheart. That's 3 to you. You're oh, it's now 5 and 5. UNLC. Marty at 2. Jenny, you've dropped to -5. And I feel bad.
Oh,
I'm gonna
come
make a comeback. I'm
I
still
feel bad
okay.
that LC
Yeah,
might
you are.
lose their record.
I'm coming for you.
Also in Braveheart, before I move on under profanity, medieval Scottish slangs, but also use of shit, fuck, and bastard. And under sex and nudity, Scottish soldiers lift up their kilts to taunt the English army before a battle. We see frontal nudity, which includes penis, pubic hair, and testicle from a distance, and bare buttocks.
Hey, really?
What's up?
Oh no, like which includes penis, pubic hair, and testicle, meaning like using the word testicle to describe like he shows testicle.
There's full testy in that movie.
Full testy. He likes testy.
All right.
Well, it's funny. So you can see full testy, or the other extras are wearing like clearly wearing sweatpants. So really, like, not on the same page.
Is this actual Mel Gibson dick? Again, I haven't seen it.
I also haven't seen it.
Does
But
anyone
yeah, Mel
know
Gibson's-
whose penis
Jenny and I are going to start a
talking
movie
about?
together.
Well,
Right?
I don't know.
That, yeah.
Does the penis deny the Holocaust or not?
The
He's
problem.
not circumcised, but his penis is a skinhead.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, LC, it's your turn.
All right.
Would you like a movie from 1954, 1979, or 1994?
1954.
You went out there.
I think she said.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Look amazing.
You're looking. Can you hear
Give us-
me?
I can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
now I
Yeah,
can
no.
hear you.
Okay.
All right, what year did you pick?
Oh, 1954.
54.
Also, my husband
No,
just
I guess
texted me,
it's in the
let's rent
pipeline.
Braveheart.
All right, 1954 for 5 points under sex and nudity. When we are first introduced to the island, there are 2 elderly women at the beach. It's not clear if you see the side of their breast or their bra, but no nipples if it was the side. Elsie's going to take a guess. Anybody else? All right, what do you think?
TV adaptation of the Swiss Family Robinson.
God damn it.
Did I get it?
The one time I included a TV adaptation. No, it's not Swiss Family Robinson.
What?
No, I'm sorry.
I was about 60% with you. I was just
I was
going
so
with it. I
excited
thought that
for
was real.
I'm a very good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was convinced.
Oh,
All right, for 4
you
points
just crushed all of our dreams. I was so happy for them.
under violence and gore, the general mayhem in the film presents the general mayhem the film presents is more catastrophic and shocking rather than violent or gory.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like above the table, when they say mayhem, are they referring to actual literal mayhem or just chaos?
They're talking about the guy from the insurance commercials.
Okay.
Wow. Dean Winters looks great.
All right, well, we got 3 hands up. Marty, I'm going to go to you first.
Well, taking a swing and maybe a miss. Is it Lord of the Flies?
Lord of the Flies RA, what do you think?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
LC, what do you think?
King Kong.
It's not King Kong, and it's not Lord of the Flies, and it's not 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh.
Okay.
It was all around.
All right. Y'all are getting on my level. I love this.
All right, for 3 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, several passengers on board a cruise ship drink alcohol. In the American version of the film, a man smokes on board a plane. Oh, I see a couple of hands up. Are those from the last round?
You know, I'm gonna keep it anyways.
All right.
Same.
You want to keep yours too? Anybody else
Yeah.
want to get? All right. All right. What do you think?
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Elsie, what do you think?
Some Like It Hot, starring Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon and one other guy.
I've seen that one.
I fucking love that.
How
movie.
dare you, one other guy, Tony Curtis?
Tony Curtis is the other guy.
It's not Some Like It Hot. And RA, what did you say?
We'll see about that.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
It isn't Creature from the Black Lagoon. Probably as evidenced by the fact I asked. Okay, we are down to the 2-point clue. Under frightening and intense scenes, some may find the monster's signature roar frightening. Elsie's up again. Jenny's up this
I
time.
am raising my. I guess.
RA's up.
Yeah.
Marty's up. Everybody's up. All right, Marty, what do you think?
Godzilla.
All
One
right,
of
what do
the
you think?
Godzillas.
Godzilla.
Jenny?
I'm gonna say Gamera.
Gamera. And LC.
The signature roar, the 1950s, the chaos. It's got to be the Blob.
I like that wasn't actually a comical guess, even though it was set up that way, but it's not the Blob.
What?
And it's
Come on, the Blob.
it's
doesn't
not
roar.
Gamera. It is Godzilla, though.
Eh,
Hey, can I get partial credit for King Kong?
I wanted to say how
Enemy-
close you were, but that would have ruined the game.
True. Good on you.
when did King Kong come out?
I didn't think you were going with the obvious answer, but like, okay, I get the vibe. That's fine.
All right, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, so scores are now Jenny, you've dropped to -6.
Yeah.
Marty in third with 3, LC at 4, RA at 5.
Hey.
It's still anybody's game. So, Marty, jumping over to you, would you like a movie from 1963, 1980, or 2015?
1963.
All right.
I know one movie from 1963. Hoping it's that.
Sticking with the older movies. All right, 1963 for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Many characters smoke cigarettes in various scenes. Alcohol is also consumed in a few scenes. Marty's got to guess what I assume the only 1963 movie you know.
Yes, and I'm hoping it's actually from 1963 and I'm not wrong.
What
But
is this movie?
is it Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
It is not Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah, I think that's from around there, though. Okay. For 4 points under violence and gore, a dead woman is seen lying outside her house, covered in blood. A young girl inside the house is seen crying at her body.
Is it Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
I didn't even know you were allowed to use blood back then.
Oh. How do they know it's
Okay.
not oil?
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, rated PG-13 for some bloody creature violence and frightening moments. Marty's got another guess. Anybody else? All right, Marty, what do you think?
Is it The Blob?
It is not the Blob.
Well,
Oh, Elsie, what do you think?
1960s, a dead woman is shown, and the third thing you said, it's got to be Psycho.
It is not Psycho.
Mm,
I know.
we go to the judges on that one? Is there?
Elsie, can I just say you're going to hate this clue? For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes. Hitchcock himself suggested that this film could potentially be his scariest movie, worse than even Psycho. Several sequences, especially the last few scenes, are very suspenseful. R.A., Jenny, L.C., Marty, do you have anything?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. What do you think, Marty?
Ah, damn it. I'm gonna go with Rear Window.
Rear Window. L.C., what do you think?
Also, my
no,
guess.
it's not. Damn it.
Also Rear Window. Jenny, what do you think?
My guess was The Birds.
The Birds. R.A., what do you think?
I'm going with The Birds.
The Birds. We have 2 for Rear Window, 2 for The Birds. The creature violence is in The Birds.
It's the fucking Birds.
You two are for the Birds.
Wait, how many points is that one?
That brings, well, it's a 2 point. You lost a point, so it's 1 point.
Oh, all right. So I'm almost to 5. -5. Okay.
I got you at -4.
Let's go with that. That sounds
Yeah.
good. Kobe. Got it.
All right. Well, RA, that brings your lead up to 7. LC, you've dropped to 3. Marty at 1. Jenny at -4.
Oh, and my hands up.
Okay.
What number movie is this, Nick?
That was the 7th movie.
Oh boy! All right.
Wait, how many movies are there total?
Oh, 12.
I have to get serious.
Wait, was that the 7th or the 8th? Am I losing my mind?
Myself proud tonight.
Who said, Marty, you said that one, right? Yeah, that was the 7th
Sure.
movie. This is the 8th. I'm second guessing myself now. I've screwed up bigger things in this game than that. All right, RA, we're gonna go to you now. Would you like a movie from 1982, 2007, or 2017?
Let's go forward in time all the way to 2017.
Okay, 2017. For 5 points under violence and gore, a man is captured, beaten, threatened to be eaten. Always have to include a rhyme.
Yeah.
A little
It's a very
ditty.
nice one.
All right, for 4 points under violence and gore. Large battle at the end contains many skeletal soldiers being killed by swords, machine gun fire, fire, and lightning. One enemy is beheaded.
Oh, I hope this is the right year.
Jenny and Elsie are up. All right, Elsie, I'm going to go to you first.
Oh, it's definitely Twilight Eclipse.
Jenny, what do you think?
Is it World of Warcraft the movie? The cinematic experience?
It is not Twilight Eclipse, and it is not World of Warcraft. Is that the?
They made a movie. It didn't suck. It was okay. I saw that. I have great taste. It was all right. Now that I think about it, there weren't machine guns.
Okay,
Which mod is that?
for 3 points under sex and nudity, a character's bare butt is briefly shown. Prior to, another man reacts at the sight of him naked from the front, off screen. A comment is made to the effect, quote, "That's in my brain now," upon seeing the character's private parts. Jenny is up, RA is up.
No,
LC
I'm
is
not. I
up.
just didn't take it
Oh,
down.
you're still
Sorry.
up? That's
I was
okay.
meditating on that riveting clue.
And Marty, you don't have anything?
I am blanking. I feel like
All
I
right.
would remember this.
Elsie, what do you
sounds
think?
so familiar.
I think between the skeletons and the bare butt, it's got to be World War Z.
RA, what do you think?
I think it's Lego Batman.
Well, it's not World War Z, and it's not Lego Batman.
Guys, quick, what was in the Trolls movie? Trolls World Tour. The good one.
For 2 points under sex and
That's the
nudity.
good one.
Under sex and nudity, a character says, quote, "My hammer pulled me off," to which another character replies with, "Oh my God, a hammer pulled you off?" mistaking it for masturbation. Jenny and RA are up again. Jenny, what do you think?
Shot in the dark, but I'm going to say Thor: The Dark World.
RA, what do you think?
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, fuck.
It is Thor Ragnarok. That was so close.
Is that the one I've seen? That might be the one I've seen. God.
Yeah. Obviously, like, Hollywood's like endless thirst for IPs is messing people up.
What? You're saying people can't keep track of all the Thors?
I mean, listen, if you guys have about 45 minutes, we can go through the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a really simple diagram. There's 2 flowcharts that you need, but I can share a screen if you want.
That sounds
Really?
exciting.
Right. It ends with Captain America made out with his niece.
Oh boy.
Well, that brings RA up to 8. Marty and LC tied at 1. Jenny back down to -6. Also in Thor Ragnarok, 2 characters recognized from the previous movies are killed with a sudden sword through the chest. It's also worth mentioning that the villain uses sudden sword several times in the movie.
Sudden sword, like it's a spell they're conjuring?
I guess
like a
so,
D&D
or just like a
ability?
sword out of nowhere.
I cast sudden sword.
But
that sounds badass.
It is worth mentioning, according to that IMDb user.
That's worse than if you saw the sword coming.
No, well, this is the thing.
Like,
Kate
younger
Blanchett,
viewers may not see the sword coming.
Kate Blanchett is such a chameleon that she was able to just conjure a sword.
Kate Blanchett was the sword. She's that good of an actress.
All right, we're down to the last 4 movies. Jenny, we're back up to you. Would you like a movie from 1980, 1987, or 2004?
Let's say 1987. I'm getting schooled in every other decade. Maybe there's something here.
1987. Okay. 1987 for 5 points. Under Violence and Gore. People should remember that since this movie was made a while ago, the violence is cheesy and shouldn't disturb people too much.
I mean, that's a pretty kind comment, actually. Let's
Yeah.
give him a little room, you know. Okay.
Come on, bozos, this is fake. All right, for 4 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, a horrifying-looking creature chases a girl through a thin hallway.
Thin
Sorry, just
hallway?
thin hallway, gross.
Thin hallway? Like, let's unpack that description of thin hallway.
Like, there's a really good chance I've seen this, and I am just blanking.
All right, for 3 points. Under Violence and Gore, a man appears with no skin.
Okay. I'm sorry. If I raise my hand, can we get a recap? Because I feel like I've missed one critical clue every time.
All right, to recap. People should remember that since this movie was made a while ago, the violence is cheesy and shouldn't disturb people too much. A horrifying-looking creature chases a girl through a thin hallway. A man appears with no skin.
Yeah, my hand really is up now.
Okay, and that gave RA time to think. Okay, RA, what did you think of?
Is it Predator?
Jenny, what about you?
I think it's Hellraiser.
It's not Predator, and it is Hellraiser.
I just watched that 2 goddamn days ago.
So you have seen it.
I just watched it 2 days ago.
I don't remember his name, but I'm in, like, where I live, we have this like world famous horror convention, and I saw the guy who plays Pinhead eating pizza skins at Uno's. It was awesome.
That sounds
I love that. I'm going to push back
wonderful.
on the gore not being that scary. For the record, it freaked me out. There
It's
was
pretty
just
gross.
in that
Yeah.
movie that I was not.
The skinless man giveaway
No
because it's
skin. That's not.
The whole like it's just
Frank
no.
Langella should never be Inside Out. It's bad.
No, it's a bad look.
What's the Cenobite punishment for eating pizza skins at Uno's?
That's the guy with the sunglasses. Who's just like, what is it, the Blob or something?
Yeah, he's like gluttony. I don't know.
Yeah.
They kind of drifted over time. They lost the plot a little, but it's still pretty cool. They have a new one coming, I heard.
So yeah, Jenny, that brings you up to -3. Still in it.
There's a chance, man.
Elsie and Marty tied at 1 apiece. RA down to 7. This is close. This is a 2-movie game. And Elsie, I'm gonna go to you.
All right.
You like a movie from 1981, 1988, or 1999?
Well, I think, tonight I want to party like it's 1988.
Thank you. I liked it. All right. 1988. For 5 points under violence and gore. One character is hit with a bottle and falls out of a window. All right, for 4 points under sex and nudity. At the end of the movie, there is a bare-breasted woman who's apparently, though it is not graphic, at it.
Spoilers.
Quote unquote at it.
Though it's not graphic, it is apparent that she is at it. Okay, for 3 points. Under violence and gore, there is an extended and brutal fist fight sequence in the middle of the film. Lasts over 5 minutes.
Pretty good fist fight sequence.
Nice minute.
Okay, for 2 points. Under violence and gore, a man enters a bank with several guns and goes on a shooting spree, killing several aliens. Elsie is up. Marty is up. Okay, Marty, what do you think?
I think this is wrong, but Men in Black.
Elsie, what do you think?
They live?
It is not Men in Black. It is They Live.
Damn it. That everyone should be embarrassed.
Are you kidding? My greatest loss title is in sight. This is the long game. You've played right into my hand.
Yeah, this sucks actually, but at the same time,
It's so exciting.
it is. I've never seen They Live.
Also
Me
in
neither,
They-
but that was really good.
Yeah. Also in They Live, the faces of the imposter humans look like gruesome skulls with eyes, which may be frightening to some.
I still would have said Cocoon.
I still would have said Men in Black.
We have 2 movies left. Jenny, you're still at -3. Marty, you're at 0. Elsie, you're at 3, within striking distance of RA at 7. Marty, it's up to you. Would you like a movie from 1973, 1978, or 2007?
I'm gonna go 2007.
That's good. I don't remember that year. That's a strategic choice.
I was 15. I feel like that was a good kind of knew what was up.
No
Okay.
movies that year.
2007 for 5 points
Wait, I saw one movie that year.
under frightening and intense scenes. A woman and a man get into several heated arguments / screaming matches, which may be upsetting for some viewers. Elsie has a guess. What do you think?
So one movie in 2007. Is it Knocked Up?
Jenny, what do you think?
Good. I was hoping Elsie would say something smart and I could copy.
We just got told not to.
Yeah, Knocked Up sounds great.
You're gonna go with Knocked Up?
No, you know what? Okay, I'll go with my original, which was the X-Files, but the bad one.
Oh, it is not X-Files the bad one. This is your second 5-pointer. It is Knocked Up.
Wow.
I should have stayed copying.
No, they didn't say anything smart to copy off of.
We didn't. I only saw one movie in 2007 in the theaters.
So, Jenny, that brings you down to 4. Marty, you stay at 0. RA, you're in second place with 7. Elsie, you're back into first with 8 points and 1 movie to go. Here's a fun little fact. You're going to be above 0 no matter what you do.
God damn it, Nick. Wait, what are the other clues? Say the other clues.
The other clues for 4 points under sex and nudity, in parentheses, everything you need to know about this movie. This movie has 3 scenes of nudity. 2 of them are very brief. This movie also has 2 sex scenes, both brief. It would be really easy to skip through the inappropriate parts. Under sex and nudity, bare breasts are shown on a computer screen to viewers. The guy's job is to watch famous movies and write in their website when you can see their breasts in each movie. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the main character and his friends smoke pot in many scenes, several scenes involving the on-screen use of these drugs and the effects of them on characters. There are many references to pot. A lot of drug paraphernalia is seen. And under sex and nudity, a woman is shown giving birth towards the end. There are close-ups of her very obvious prosthetic vagina.
Somehow that's worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's job was to sit there and craft a realistic faux stunt vagina.
That reason
We
is
all know
actually
how nice they were to Katherine Heigl.
It's not
Well,
even
actually,
their
that-
job. They just do it for the fulfillment.
So that all worked out for Katherine Heigl.
well. This is the
Job,
thing.
it's a
Anne Hathaway
vocation.
was originally asked to do the movie, and when she found out about the prosthetic birthing, she was like, "Yeah, no, thank you."
Okay, RA, you get the last choice of the game. Would you like a movie from 1980, 1990, or 2012?
Oh, I already did 2012, so I'm going to go with 1980.
1980. The final movie of the night at 1980 for 5 points under violence and gore, Comic Punching.
Okay, wait, no, let's take a minute here because
No.
this is my chance. This is the only chance that I have to be with a point. So we're going to take a minute. We're going to unpack this. It's 1980, and there's Comic Punching.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that can't be that many things, right?
It's actually
Punching comics, or is it like
off the top of my
Elsie
head.
does have a guess. Do you want a guess? Okay. Elsie, what do you think?
Airplane.
I think you've now tied Tyler Derniak with the most 5-point clues in a game. It is Airplane.
You can do it, Tyler!
Amazing.
does that mean that Laura is both the most losingest and winningest contestant of all time?
Again, I think you and Tyler Durniak, I think, are the only people to get 5 points in a game and also get negatives in every other game they play.
Oh man.
So
All
I gotta
right.
have the two of you fight for it.
Wow. You only can win if you get both the lowest and highest score.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but the only notes I had for that one was 1980.
All right, well, before we move on to the final point totals, also in Airplane, if this would have helped anybody else, there is a very quick sight gag involving the use of feces as a comic prop. No animals or humans are seen or heard producing or interacting with the feces. Under Sex and Nudity, a man asks a child a series of stranger and stranger questions, eventually asking if he's, quote, ever seen a grown man naked. Violence and Gore, a hysterical woman is slapped by several fellow passengers, followed by a line of others ready to assault her with objects like a baseball bat, a gun, and a wrench, all to comedic effect. And under Sex and Nudity, there is a brief second of nude female breasts shaking when the stewards ask if anyone knows how to fly a plane. So that was Airplane. Our final total, Jenny, you got -4. Marty, you ended up at 0. RA, you're at 7. LC, 13 points. You're tonight's winner.
That is bullshit.
That's extraordinary.
You brought your friend on the show just to show off.
To destroy my streak, more like.
That's right. This is the beginning of an epic rivalry because I didn't get the worstest. I'm just -4. I'm right in the middle. That's just a D-. So like,
yeah,
there will be a revenge.
You're not the lowest scorer this week.
You're the lowest scorer of this game.
Well, now that the trash talk has started at the end of the game, I want to thank all of you for joining me. This was so much fun. Before we go, if there's anything you want to say, anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, Jenny.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was my cue. I thought there was more coming. But yeah, typically I'm actually a visual artist. I don't do a lot of talking to people, but if you like comics, I just put out a brand new free short story. So if you're into mermaids or zombies or horny senior citizens, it's got all of those. And you can get that either on Instagram. You can find me at cigarette.sandwich, or you can go right to tinyurl.com/SOS comic. That's tinyurl.com/SOS comic. But yeah, I'm just drawing weird stuff and trying to make funny things.
Well, thank you again for coming. Again, that's so cool that you have seen the show and decided that you wanted to try it.
Yes. Yeah. Fan dream come true. I'm better at this when I'm not on the show. So I have
great. Yep.
I've won several episodes when you weren't there, just so you know. Yeah. But I'll come back to get vengeance on LC.
Also, I saw Jenny's Instagram earlier and those look so cool and I need to check out that comic.
Thank you.
LC, anything you want?
No. No. I'm still cocooning. So please do not observe me.
Okay, Marty.
You can find me doing baking things on Instagram at Made by Marty, madeby.marty. You can also find me in the Twin Cities. If you like stand on any corner and talk about Massachusetts, I'll find you. So come find me.
Awesome. RA?
You can find me, R.A. Bartlett on Twitter, on Instagram. If you book shows, book me because my glory days here are done, so I need to move on to the next stage of my life.
Please just book RA, just for that, just so I can stop having him on. Also, he's so funny, and you should book him.
Does
Thank
that mean
you.
I have to start doing the show all the time?
Unless you start up comedy again.
Wait, what's Marty's Instagram again? Marty, I want your Instagram. I'm wicked into baking.
I want yours too. I'm gonna be in the group chat later, but made by Marty.
Okay, I missed the dot. I also have a dot. Cigarette dot sandwich. It's delicious.
So if you've been
Just
looking
like
on
Mommy
Instagram
tonight.
and not finding either of them, go back like 5 seconds and they fix their Instagram handles.
Made
Once
by
again-
Marty was taken.
Go back and add
Punctuation
dot.
enthusiasts, okay?
Once again, thank you so much, Jenny Isme, Laura Clark, Marty Viscosi, R.A. Bartlett. I've been Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. I'm continuing to do this show right now online 2 days a week, Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you like watching it, keep watching it. And if you like watching it and talking to the screen, then reach out to me and be on it. It's a lot of fun. Also like and subscribe and do all the things YouTubers tell you to do. And I will see all of you again, hopefully, next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and good night. All right, we are off.